Okay, so 715,000, and we're going to crank it in to the handy dandy calculator, because this chapter, like I said, is nothing but calculator. So those of you that are on the calculator drill team, you should make 100 on this test. And I'm going to try to pull in the calculator right here. There we go. All right, so we've got 0.07 divided by 12, and then enter, and add that. That's supposed to be multiplied by. That's not add. It's multiplied. That's wrong. Times 715,000. And that gives us 4170.83. Now we're going to stow that. Remember how we did stow? Alpha. And I'm going to call it numerator n. So that's in the numerator. So now we got to do the denominator. So now we're going to do the denominator, and we're going to do 0.07 divided by 12 equals, and we're going to add what? 1 equals, and we're going to raise it to the parentheses 12 times 15 power, enter, and then we're going to minus what? And that's our denominator. So we're going to stow alpha denominator, enter. And now we're going to take the alpha numerator and divide by alpha denominator, and that gives us 2255.78. And that's not right. So they must have added it. Let me look at the formula again. For some reason I thought that was multiplication. Let me go back one. Okay, it must be plus. My bad. I guess I'm used to doing the other formulas and they multiply. My bad. So let me go back to the numerator and do the numerator. See, look, what did they do right there?
Multiply.
Okay, so I thought it was multiplication. Let me try it again. 0.07 divided by 12 equals multiplied by 715,000 equals 4170. That's right. Divided by alpha denominator. That's the answer. 2255.78. Okay. Now I'm going to do, I don't know if that's what they did here, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it longhand. 715,000 times 0.0058333. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Enter. That's the same thing I got. Okay? Everybody agree that's the same thing that I got right there? Okay? Now let's do the bottom. I'm going to redo the bottom and see what I come out with, because I think this answer is wrong. 0.07 divided by 12 equals plus 1 equals raised to the 12 times 15 power, parentheses, 12 times 15, close parentheses, oops, enter, minus what? 1. Okay, I'm going to go up here. Can I go up? 4170.81. 4170.81. Oops. 0.81 divided by inverse answer equals. So this is wrong. You need to make a note of that. I mean, actually, you need to change this right here to parentheses And that's parentheses, like that. Because what did they do down here? They used parentheses, so that's a typo, I think, in the slides.
The 12 times 15 doesn't equal 300. I think that's the problem.
Huh. Well, they got all kind of errors in this thing, don't they?
That should be 180.
Yeah. Yeah, because 12 times 10 is 120, and then plus 60 is 180. So that would be right. So I don't know why they've got all kind of, and that would not make it, let's see what happens when it does that. Let's see, I don't think it, would it make it change it to 882? 715 times 0.0058333. Okay, I did something wrong. Oh, 715,000. What did we get? 4170.81. Okay, 4170.81 divided by, okay, well, I'll just keep that there. I'm sorry. 1.0058333 raised to the, what'd you say, 180?
Yeah.
180 equals minus 1, looks like about the same, 1.84, so we take 4170, what was it? 4170.81 divided by inverse answer, still come out with the same answer. So that answer, 882 is wrong. I think we verified that. We also verified that 300 is not correct. So we've got several errors in that slide. So the answer is 2255. So you would be making a payment of 2200. Remember me telling you it was going to be over 1500? I told you it was going to be over 1500. Okay. Next question. Oh, we talked about this also in the last class. New minus old over what? Old. We talked about that. We talked about A over P, 1 over Y. We talked about that. What else? Oh, that's about it. Yeah, because we didn't talk about any of this because that's not what I'm going to test you on. Yep. So that's all we went over the other day. Let me go up to the next section, which is depression. 4D, depression. That's when we start talking about the amortization formula. Write that one down.
So I'm on the mark page, and now I'm getting more confused because now nothing says 11.1.
Okay.
And now it's like
11.1.
that's when a lot of stuff was supposed to be due. That's what it said, and now
I cleared it. There is no due date.
Okay.
Not until we get to the end of the unit, which we are getting to, but it'll be next week.
Did 7 come first? Because
We're on chapter 4. 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4E.
so we're going backwards. Or-
No, you were talking about being applicable. This is your car payment, your house payment, your credit card payment. It's called amortization.
You still want us just using R instead of APR?
Yeah, it's to the NT power. Now, I do change this because what are you taught since pre-algebra? You never want a negative what? Exponent. So I change this and I write payment is equal to P, and you can put the R right there if you want to, over N. You can do it that way if you want to. Over, and I put 1 over 1 minus 1 plus R over N raised to the NT power. Okay, when I put that over 1, what does that do to the negative exponent? Makes it positive. So that's about the only thing different that I do on this one, because, you know, if you don't want to use the 1 over, then don't use it. Use what you see right there. So, how do you use this one? Well, first of all, let me copy this so I don't have to, if I can copy it. I don't know if I can copy it or not, can I? Yep.
Let's say NY.
NT, I use NT. Because all books use NT. This is the only book I've ever seen that uses Y. So I teach you, you know, I want you to, I don't think you're ignorant like this book does. So this book thinks you all are stupid. It does. It's dummied down too much.
Can you go back to that last slide?
No, we're already on this slide. There you go. Which you should know this, because this is all easy stuff. This math is easy, remember? Yeah, it's all easy. It's easy. Well,
I just get confused on knowing what the letters mean. When it comes to variables. Whatever.
well, tell me when you're done, because you like holding up the class and they're wanting to hurry up. All right. You'll learn them after about the third problem. You'll know what they are. Suppose you have student loan totaling $7,500. You're lucky. Mine was $75,000. Well, actually $78,000. But you know what I did? I paid them off.
Good for you.
Yeah, got me a job right after I graduated. Went into a degree that wasn't underwater firefighting. Suppose you have student loans totaling $7,500 when you graduate from college. The interest rate is 9%, which is normal. Usually 6 to 9% is normal. And the loan term is 10 years. What are your monthly payments? Okay. Now, when I say depressing, the reason this is depressing is wait till you see how much you actually paid at the end of 10 years. Okay. I'm going to pull in, where's my paste? Should be in here, it's not in there, where is it? Didn't paste. Oh, devil. Yeah, I copied. I knew it wasn't going to do it. Yes, he's gone. Okay. Well, I'll just try to remember it. I know it's P. Where's the daggone? Is that it?
That's it.
That's it? All right. So P is 7,500. So that's going to be 7,500. And I can multiply that by what? R, right? And put it over N. Isn't that what I said? So that's going to be R is 0.09 divided by N, and N is always 12, because what are we used to? We are all used to what?
Year.
Monthly what?
Monthly payment.
Monthly payments. We're all used to that. So N, most of the time, is going to be 12. Okay? Now, what is that over? It's over 1 over what? What did I tell you to put it over? Is it 1 minus or 1 plus? 1 plus R over N, what?
No, it's 1 minus, isn't it?
I asked you what it was.
So it's 1, okay, so it looks like it's 1 minus.
That's all right, I'll just look over here. I'm not going to ask students, our students don't tell me to write. I'll just do it, just forget it.
Oh, wait, the big number on the bottom?
1 minus, you've been writing, so don't fool with it. 1 plus R over N, which is going to be 0.09 over 12. And that's going to be raised to the NT power, and I forgot to put it over 1 again. So that's going to be negative NT power, which is going to be negative NT, that's going to be 12 times 10. And 10 is because of the 10 years. So I'm going to write it over here where you can see it a little bit better. 7,500 times 0.09 over 12 divided by 1 over 1 minus brackets 1 plus 0.09 over 12 raised to the nt power, which is going to be 12 times 10. And now all you have to do is punch it in the calculator, because all these questions are designed for you to be able to do in the calculator. So I take my handy dandy calculator and I pull it up. And that's going to be 0.09 times 7,500 equals divided by 12. And I'm going to stow that. So we're going to stow that in alpha n. Okay, so we got that stored in alpha n. Now we're going to do the bottom. 0.09 divided by 12 equals plus 1 equals raised to the what? 120th power. We're going to subtract that from 1. That's not right. You don't subtract 1 minus 2. Okay, we'll do it anyway. 1 minus inverse answer. It's going to be negative, and 1 divided by that is going to be negative. So 1 divided by inverse answer is equal to 2.45. That don't seem right. Let me see what they get, because that don't seem right. Well, I can't go to the next page because I got the calculator up. So we'll take second. Let me do it over, if you don't mind. I need to go back to the formula. I need to look at the formula. I'm trying to do 5 things up here at one time, so y'all just bear with me a second. All right. That's not, is that it? Yeah. Okay, there's that. And then 1 minus 1 plus 0.09 divided by, okay. All right. Oh, I know where it's wrong. I need to put this over 1. That's where I'm wrong right there. So it's 1 minus. Let me put brackets around this. 1 minus that. Because see this right here, the negative ny, that goes with this. So this is over 1. So I'm putting, it's got to be 1 minus this. So that's, I didn't have my parentheses in the right place. Sorry. That's my fault. That's nothing to do with y'all. That's something I did. Okay. Let me go back to the calculator. And let me redo that calculation. I know I got the top right. So that's going to be 0.09. 0.09 divided by 12 equals plus 1 equals, and that's going to be raised to the 120th power, raised to the 120th power equals, and then we're going to take 1 divided by that, so that's going to be 1 divided by inverse answer. Aren't y'all glad I showed y'all this last class? So that's going to be 1 minus second answer, and that's going to be 0.59, and that's going to be over that. So that's going to be 1 divided by inverse answer, and that's going to be 1.689. Okay, so that's going to stow. I'm going to stow that in alpha D for denominator. And now that's going to be alpha N divided by alpha D. And your monthly payment is going to be $33.30. Now let's see what they got. And I can't go to the next. Let me get rid of this. What do you got? $33.30? Write that down, please. $33.30. And I didn't get that. So let me see if this one may be wrong too. I know the first one was wrong. So let me see what they got for the top. Let's see what I got. And you're doing a lot of number crunching on these things, so don't expect to get the right answer every single time. None of us are Jesus. Oop, I said Jesus. Oh my God. All right, 0.09 divided by 12. And that's multiplied by 7,500. Did somebody write down what I got? Did I get 56.25? Let me look. Where is alpha N? Alpha N is the numerator. Alpha N equals, yep, 56.25. That's what I got. So I got the numerator right. Let's look again. All right. 0.09 divided by 12 equals 0.0075. We got that. Raise that to the, okay, plus 1. I think that's where I messed up. No, I didn't. I remember doing that. Plus 1 equals 1.05. Raised to the 1/20th power. And I'm going to fix it. So raise it to the 1/20th power equals 2.45. That's what I got. And now that's going to be over 1, so I'm going to divide it. So that's 1 divided by inverse answer. And that's 0.40479. That's what I got right there. Okay, I must not have done it in the right order. And then 1 minus inverse answer is 0.59, blah, blah, blah. What did I get? Write that down. 0.5921. Or 206, blah, blah, blah. Let me look in alpha denominator. Okay, that's what I got. I think I did it. I think I did operation wrong. Okay, so it's 0.59. Okay, so 0.59206. So alpha numerator divided by 0.592 59206. That's good enough for government work. $95. Okay, so you get $95.01. That's your monthly what? That's your monthly payment. Now, what do you do? And this is what you do. This is very important because you do this with all kind of payments. Because they're going to ask you what was the total loan. You're going to multiply by NT. Why NT? Because NT is how many payments you're going to make. All right? When you go to a car salesman, they love you, right? They love you. They want to be your best friend. So they want to get that payment as low as possible. So they're going to go 6 years. Why do they want it as low as possible? Because you're paying them more money. You're paying them more money by doing that. Okay? That's why they always ask you, how much can you afford? That's what they make it sound like they're helping you out. But they're really digging you a deeper what? Hole. Okay? So take 120 payments. Okay? You borrowed how much? You borrowed $7,500, right? Now take 120 payments and multiply it by 95.01. What do you get? 175 times 95.01. I mean 120 times 95.01. What do you get? I'm sorry, what?
11,401.
11,401. So after 120 payments, you've paid over $1,100 for that $7,500. That's why this is called the depression chapter. That's why it's in D. Because when we go over the car payments and we go over the mortgage payments, you're going to pay twice as much for the car and you're going to pay twice as much for the house. You don't know it. This is the stuff they don't what? They don't teach you in high school. Anybody take a guess why? It's easier to take advantage of you. Huh? It's easier to take advantage of you. There it is, $11,401. Now, you can take the 3901 and you're going to use that as the numerator for your annual percentage rate. We'll do that later, okay? All right, but that's going to be in the houses. I want to get to the houses because credit cards are a farce. Credit cards are a con, okay? Unless you get one from your bank for emergencies, that's the only one you need. The rest of them, the ones that come in the mail that says, oh, this is free money, throw it away because they're worthless. You'll see here in just a minute. So do this one. Suppose you have a credit card balance of $2,300 with an annual rate of 21%. That's right, 21%. Now, as soon as you get with one of those bad cards, that's not only a annual interest rate, what is it? A monthly interest rate. Okay? How much will you need to pay off each month? Assume you will make no further credit card purchases. Oh, you decide to pay your balance off in 1 year. That's convenient, isn't it? How many times do you know people that pay off their credit card balance in 1 month?
0.
Much less a year, or vice versa. So here we go. Well, I'm not going to type it in because, you don't have to. Just plug and chug. All the work is going to be done where? In your calculator. Okay? So get your calculator out and do it in steps. Like I told you, Wednesday or whatever day y'all were here last, Tuesday. Okay? Do it in steps. So here we go. 0.21, I'm going to multiply 2,300 by 0.21, so I'm going to clear. 2,300 times 0.21 equals, divided by 12. I got 40.25. What'd y'all get? Is that what y'all got? Yes or no? Okay. I heard it, yeah. Okay, I guess that speaks for the whole class. Okay, we're going to stow that. That's where you get the bread at the stove. Alpha, what? N for numerator. Question. Now we're going to do the bottom. Now I do the bottom a little bit different. So you do it however you want to. So we're going to take 0.21, that's 21%, divided by 12, enter, plus 1, enter, raised to the what? 12th power. I'm going to do it to the positive because I'm doing it a different way. So I'm going to raise it to the 12th power equals, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to divide that by, or divide 1 by that number. You don't have to do that. 1 divided by inverse answer.
Do you raise it to the power before you add the 1
Yes.
on the bottom?
No, you add the 1, then raise it to the power. You always do the exponent. You work your way inside out. Okay, and now I'm going to subtract that. 1 minus inverse answer. And that is my stow alpha D. And now I'm going to take alpha N divided by what? Alpha D. And that gives me, I didn't hit the D. Alpha N divided by alpha D equals $215. $214.16. Okay, $215 a month. How many payments? Times 12. How much did you actually pay for that $2,300? $2,569. Now there's one problem wrong with this. Okay? All right. First of all, you don't have annual interest. You have monthly interest. Okay? That's one thing. So you need to think about that. And another thing is, nobody pays off unless they got good cash flow coming in. They don't usually pay off a $2,300 bill in 1 year. They usually do the minimum payments. Okay? And that's what they usually end up. So you're paying $2,600 for $2,300, which a lot of people would say, well, that ain't too bad. Yeah, but that ain't the way the real world is. Okay? The real world is you may not pay, you may have it on there for 2 or 3 years. So when we get to the car and we get to the house, that's when we'll get to the real stuff, okay? And the house is just a way of life, okay? That's normal, okay? Everybody is going to pay about double for a house. That's just the way it is. Unless you have the money to buy it, real money to write a check for a house, okay? But not many people are real money. Most people are fake money or just getting by paycheck to paycheck like me, okay? You write an alimony check, child support check, and then you write the mortgage check, and then you live on beanie weenies the rest of the month, okay? That's pretty much it.
That's living the life.
Yeah, buddy, but I don't have to deal with the stuff that I have to deal with. I don't have to deal with that, so I'll take it. Anyway.
What'd you get for the denominator on that one?
Denominator, alpha, hold on a second. Alpha D equals 0.1879. It's like 1 minus 0.18 or 0.878 or something like that.
I got 0.2314.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong down here. That's why it's so important to know how to use the calculator on this. That's why we did all that Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever day y'all come. What day is this?
Monday or Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Monday. Okay, Monday. When we did all those problems, I got you used to doing the calculator. Let's do it again. All right, I'm going to do the denominator because the denominator is where everybody has the problems. So 0.0 or 0.21 divided by 12 equals. You with me? Plus 1 equals. Raised to the, I'm going to raise it to the positive power. You would raise it to the negative power, but that's up to you. I'm going to raise it to the positive power. Well, I'll do it to the negative power because I'm going to help you out. So that's going to be negative, what? 12. Close parentheses. And then 1 minus inverse answer. I think that's what I got.
I think the number was off one.
I think
The top number instead of 0.21, it was 0.20.
let's see, alpha D enter.
Yeah,
I wonder.
I think you just did put the right number in when you just redid it.
Okay, let me do it again. Let me do it my way again. Well, that's the right. I think that's the right number. Let's check it again. 0.21 divided by 12. Enter. Plus 1. Enter. Raised to the negative 12th power. Raised to the negative 12th power equals. And then 1 minus inverse answer. Okay, that's the right answer, 0.1879. I don't know what happened on that first run. 0.1879 is your answer. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the next one. Let's get to a dadgum real world. Okay, I think y'all know what a mortgage is. Okay, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. A down payment, y'all know what a down payment is? Closing costs. They will eat you up. Be careful on closing costs. Nobody hardly ever does points except maybe in your big cities. Most people just do a closing cost. Okay? Fixed mortgage rate, adjustable. Do not do adjustable. Why? Because it can change, and if inflation goes up, those interest rates are going to what? Go up also, or vice versa, however the Fed does it. And instead of a $300 month payment, you may have a $500 a month payment. Never go with adjustable rate. Never. Okay, that's all I'm going to say there. There we go. $100,000, 30-year, 5% fixed rate loan with closing cost of $500. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that one. Hold on. Let's see. Where is... Okay, let's do this one. All right, you have a choice between a 30-year fixed rate with a 44% and an ARM with a first year. Why can't they just ask a stupid... I'm sorry. Just hold on. Let me find one. I've never seen these before. That's it? Okay, we're going to the homework. I'm going to pick out a problem that y'all actually will see on the test. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me get out of this. Okay, go to where? There it is. There we go. Main menu. Assignments. This is depression section. Depression. That's 25. Now that's more like a student loan right there. There we go. Consider a home mortgage of $225,000 at a fixed R of 4.5. That's 0.045 for 20 years. 20 years is a small mortgage. Mine dang old 107. No, it's 30. I don't think I'll ever pay my house off. Might be in a wheelchair, rolling around, drooling on the front porch. So, P is 225,000. Times R, 0.045, over what? 12. Over 1 minus, and remember I'm going to put mine 1 over, what is it, 1 plus 0.045 over 12, and that's raised to the what? NT power, which is going to be 12 times 20. And y'all can't read that. $12 times 20. So, crank it out. Let's do the top. We can do that one, right? 0.045. Everybody can do that one, right? Divided by 12, multiplied by 225,000 equals. I got 843.75. What'd y'all get? Take it to the stove. Alpha N. All right, clear? Now, let's do 0.045. 0.045 divided by 12 equals plus 1 equals raised to the what? 240th power? Yes or no?
What?
12 times 20 should be 240.
20. Where did 20 come from?
20 years.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now I'm going to divide. Now this is what I do because I keep it. If you do negative, you should get 2.455. That's what you should be getting. Okay, I'm going to do one more step here, or this will be the answer you get. 1 divided by inverse answer. So for that part in brackets, you should be getting 0.407. And 1 minus 0.407 is 0.5927. So I'm going to stow alpha denominator. So just to make everybody happy, let me go up. What was my 843.75? Was that the top? So for your notes, the top will give you 843.75, and the bottom should give you whatever I had. Hold on. 0.5927 ... 0.5927 ... Now when you do that, let's take alpha n and divide by alpha d. Alpha, I'm going to clear it. Alpha n divided by alpha d. And our monthly payment, let's see, what is this, 200? If it's over 1,100, I'm going to get mad. 1,423. Yeah, that's about right. 1,423.46. My payment's 1,100. And it's for 30 years, so that would make sense. If you go shorter, your payment's going to be more. Okay? So 1423.46. Now, y'all ready for the depressing part? Multiply that 1423. Can we round off? Is that okay with y'all? 1425? Let's say 1425. Multiply that by how many payments? 240, right? So multiply 1425 by 240.
342,000.
342 even? Mm-hmm. So how much did you pay for that house that you're sitting in?
Too much.
You almost paid $350,000 for a $225,000 house. Now y'all know why they don't teach you this stuff in high school. Wait till we get to the income tax.
Yeah, that's situation.
Yeah. Where if you get rich, you got to pay 40% of what you get to the federal government, which I think is wrong because you're penalized. That's why I think everybody should go to a flat tax. But that's just my own opinion. Nothing's free. So y'all depressed yet? Wait till we get to the car payment. Let's go to the car payment.
Didn't need any help with that.
Huh?
So I didn't need any help with that.
Yeah, let's go to the car payment. Let's get depressed really good because I love you. I want you to be my friend. So I'm going to try to get this payment as low as I can for you. Yeah, let's go see that. Let me see if I know what I'm talking about. Monthly payment. What did we say it was? 14 what?
1423.
Excelente. And what would that be? Multiply that by 240, somebody.
342,000.
It's not, no, that was the even. Take 1423.46 and multiply it by 240. Just give me the numbers.
341,630.
Well, Hubert got it right, so that must be, it's depressing. Yep, it is depressing. But you don't need to know about this. Just kind of gaff it off and You don't need to worry about it. Right?
All right, we're gonna live under a bridge.
Yep. You're gonna live in a cardboard box in a ditch near the river. Okay, on the total amount paid, okay, this is where you take the difference and you put it over the blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you right here. I'm just going to show you an example, blah, 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 blah. Come on. Where you at? There we go. All right, look at that. Okay, no, that's not it. Payment, 20 years, multiply. You take the difference. There we go. To find the total percentage amount, you take the money that you borrowed, $75,000, and you put it over the total that you bought, or the total that you paid for. So in our case, it would be $225,000 over what? Over that. So somebody do that for me. What is it?
I don't know. You missed the number.
We had to divide what?
The 225 by the 341, 630.4.
0.66. I got 0.2.
Point what?
I got 0.2. I got 0.6586.
That's what I got to.
I did something wrong.
0.66 or 66. So they want percent. And then we got to subtract it. Okay, now take 225 from 34, blah, 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 and put that over 34, blah, blah, blah. So what's 341,000 minus 225? Do that one. What do you get? It's going to be it's going to be 34. I'm sorry, 0.34, 34%. We may have to subtract it. Yeah, we got to subtract it. Somebody subtract it. Let me show you what to do. Take the 34,1630.4 minus 225. And then divide by 341,630.40. That's what we're supposed to do here.
You getting 34?
Yes, 0.34.
0.34. I might have it backwards. I'm sorry. 0.34.
This is percentage, so it's gonna be 34, right?
Yeah, I've got it backwards. I'm sorry. That must be it because. Okay, so 34. I hope the rounding ain't messing us up. I'm not just put 3 in there and just check. 66. No. Let me do the final check. 65.
Oh, wait, I think it's
Okay, it's 65.9 instead of 66. Okay? So now, that's the pressing on your house. Let's go ahead and check the car. Because that man, he cares about you. He wants you to be his friend. Kind of like those people at the jewelry store. You know, I like you. I want you to have this ring. So I'm going to knock 50% off of it. Yeah, whatever. They just mark it up 200%. They're still making... Okay, they don't have a car. You're kidding me. You don't have a car payment? They usually have a question on here that says somebody buys a car for $5,000 and they sell it for $7,000. Blah, 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 blah. They don't have it on here. Okay, we'll just... I'll look one more time. If y'all see a car... Oh my gosh, Okay, well, that's all right. We'll go to chapter contents and chapter, what we on, 4D, depression, study plan. Clear that. We'll find a car. What was that? Nothing, just something you're doing while I'm teaching, right?
It was an accident.
You know, some people have transplanted liver go out and try to drink, dang old their liver to death because the person that had it was an alcoholic.
What?
Dang old cellular, dang old memory.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I guess nobody's gonna buy a freaking car in real life, so I guess we'll just make up one. So here we go. Let's make up one right quick. I realized that, let's see. Oh, class is already over, isn't it? What time is class over?
I don't know.
I haven't got
It's either 25 or 35.
It's 12:25, isn't it?
Something like that.
Nice. Why are you talking to a teacher?
All right, y'all get out of here. We'll continue